Welcome to Brian's Action Figure Reviews. If this is your first time, because this is the first Super 7 review on the channel, I have done the New Japan Pro Wrestling figures before, but this is my first like action figure, cartoon hero type figure that I've gotten from Super 7. And it is the Super 7 Thundercats Lino. Oh! But Thundercats has been a favourite of mine. I was one of those silly 80s kids that had the curtains, the bed covers, the whole lot. And I've always been kind of disappointed with the action figure offerings we've gotten for Thundercats. I know Mattel did like Ultimates a few years back and they were okay. They weren't great, but Super 7s look amazing. Now, I'm not a fan of Super 7, let's be honest here. I'm not a huge fan of them. The lack of articulation and stuff has bugged me in the past, but I'm willing to give this one a shot. I wanted a Lino for my collection anyway. I don't have any Thundercats in my collection, and every collection needs a Lino, a He-Man, an Optimus Prime, if you're an 80s kid like me. So let's check this guy out and let's get him out of the box. Okay, so here is the mailer of Thundercats Lino, and of course Super 7 come with these all the time. It just says Super 7, Thundercats, Lino, choking hazard, etc, etc, etc. So what I'm going to do is open the actual box right now. Don't want to damage it, of course, so I just open it to the side there, like so. And it just opens, comes out the side of the box like that. And you've got a black box that says Thundercats, contains figure with accessories, and that's really nice. So how this opens then is you pull that out, and there you go. So what I will say about Super 7 is their presentation is absolutely top notch. They are second to none in that, right? They're brilliant at doing the boxes are fantastic. I know it's just matte black and whatever you like, and the red, but it really looks really well if you were to display it on a shelf. The figure itself so far looks really good. Comes with second head, the Thundercat gauntlets and stuff. On the back, you've got this awesome artwork with Mum-Ra and all the other characters there. Smart, fast, and skilled as warrior, Lino is the prince turned king of the Thundercats. A boy when they fled Thundera, and now as a young adult has the mind and temperament of a 12-year-old, so he has some maturing to do. His exclusive weapon, the Sword of Omens, gives him the power of sight beyond sight and makes him the dire enemy of the evil Mum-Ra. I had forgotten that he was actually only supposed to be about 12, which is actually mental. Yeah, knowing 12-year-olds these days. But anyway, I'm talking too much now. So what I'm going to do now is get him out of the box and show you all the accessories and what have you that he comes with. So let's go. So here we are. Hard for me to swallow my own tongue here, but I'm a massive, I'm not a fan of Super 7 at all. But I will caveat that by saying I've never owned any of their Turtles figures. I've never owned any of their Thundercats figures. My opinion is based off their Wave 1 New Japan Pro Wrestling figures, which were criticized fairly roundedly anyway. So when I opened Lino, I wasn't 100% sure what to expect. A friend of mine, Chris, had told me that they were quite good figures, but I wanted to see it for myself. My opening verdict when I opened Lino was, I actually really dig this figure. Again, I'm always going to say it could do with more articulation. Double jointed elbows, double jointed knees. Yes, it could, 100%. And these unsightly things here, they really take the look off the figure, and it's on knees and elbows. But they're the only problems I have with this figure so far. So when I opened it, it came like this. Here is the gauntlet, and there is like a clip for this here, which is quite flimsy. So you really have to be careful taking it off. This one, of course, does have the Dagger of Omens in it, and I'm going to do that now. Just take it off really lightly. There we go. So this little clip here, just be careful of that because it's quite flimsy. But these are absolutely brilliant. There is 4 different ones. So there's this one that just clips onto the thing I showed you there. There is this one that also clips on, by the way, but this time you can pull the dagger out. So you've got the dagger of omens there, and that pops in nicely. And this is a more like a smooth texture to this one. I don't know why. Someone can tell me in the comments. This is really cool though. What I really like about this is in previous versions of Lion-O, you had the claw and it would literally sit on the hand. I'm going to move all this stuff out of here just to show you. This one, you can unpeg the hand, and there's literally a peg in here to peg in, like another extra hand, and that works really, really well. I really think that's cool. There is a second one of those as well in the smoother version. I think you could fit the dagger in there. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe not. No, probably not. So someone tell me what the difference between the hairy and the smooth version is, because it's been so long since I watched Thundercats as a child, I don't remember. And that is the God's honest truth. I'm not going to make up stuff, but yeah, so it also comes with a second head sculpt of Lion-O being exceptionally more angry. I really, really like that. That is really good. Quite angry there. He does come with all a load of different hands as well for gripping the weapons and daggers and what have you. The usual stuff you would expect from a Super 7. He does come as well with the Book of Omens, which is quite nice. Nicely sculpted and painted. Nice little silver binders around it as well. Really, really cool. And of course, most importantly, he does come with the Sword of Omens, which is done well, but I think it could be better. For the premium you're paying on these figures, this could be a bit more silver maybe. The hilt could be a bit more decorated. I don't know. It does the job though. It does what it says on the tin. It fits in his hand. It looks like the Sword of Omens. You can push it in there, and he can just about get 2 arms or 2 hands around it. You can do it with 2 normal hands. But this is the problem I have. It shouldn't be this difficult to get his signature pose. If you had double jointed knees, that would be no problem. Or double jointed elbows, I should say. That would be no problem. But I'm not gonna keep going back to that issue. So other than that, the figure itself is really done well. There's like kind of 2 different shades of blue maybe here, or am I imagining things? Looks great though. Now let's look at the articulation. Head goes down, goes up. A little bit of tilt. You can get a full rotation. Full rotation also at the shoulder. Full rotation at the bicep. Elbow only gets you so much. Loads on the hands. Now these feel very loose or fragile, I don't know. You do get chest articulation here. Waist swivel. Legs go out that far at both sides. Don't get very much up movement. You get more back movement than you do up movement. There is some twist at the legs on the rise that allows you to get it up a bit further. There is some boot rotation. There's full up and down at the feet and ankle rockers. So on the whole, this is a really good figure. I would say though, it's a tad overpriced. That's the only thing I would say. You do get a lot of stuff with it, like I will say that, but it is a tad overpriced for what it is. It's a pretty standard figure. I'm just going to show you now next to a Marvel Legends, the height. So you could probably fit it in with a Marvel Legends display. It's not like, it doesn't feel like true 7-inch scale. I actually have a wrestler here that is 7-inch scale. There isn't much in it, of course. He is much wider, and they're still using the same bodies for like everything. But all in all, guys, this is a quite good figure. I'm very happy with it. I pre-ordered this sometime in 2021. I cannot remember for the life of me. It is the reissue version, so I don't know, unfortunately, guys. I'm sorry to say, if this is an improvement or disimprovement on the first version. I'm sure someone in the comments can tell me, but I'm very happy with it. I'm glad I got him. Will I be getting more of the line? Probably not. Maybe a Mumra would be pretty cool to go with him, but as it stands, I'm not too pushed on that. So take from that what you will. I'm very happy to have another 80s icon in my collection, but at the same time, I don't think I need any more of these. But yeah, so let me know what you think, guys, in the comments below. Hit that subscribe if you're feeling generous, and we'll see you on the next one. Of course, if you're only here for Super 7, I usually do Marvel Legends, SH Figure Arts, Storm Collectibles, anything I can get my hands on, really. So if you fancy that, hit that subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one, guys. Have a good one. Bye.